Yo, people, it's your boy Major, and as always, I'm with my brother Ace, and welcome to another episode of Two Up Front. Ace, what you telling me, bro?
Hey man, I'm doing well, man. Bro, like I was thinking about it before we went live that there's so much football. I feel like we come
Mhm,
we 1 week later there's like 3 games we have to speak about. And I'm like, bro,
mhm,
like there's actually so much football during this time period. But yeah,
mhm.
nah, man, there should be a lot for us to get into, a lot of drama that's going on in the football world. So yeah, nah, man, it's definitely should be a good show. Should be a good
Yeah,
show.
man.
How are you
No,
doing though,
exactly
bro?
that. Hey, bro, you know how it goes, man. Blessed and highly favored always. But yeah, you're exactly right. Around this time of year, like the games just come so fast. So yeah, man, there's a lot of football to talk about. So let's
Mm.
not even delay as regards to that. But of course, guys, if you're watching, please make sure you subscribe, press the like button, smash it, algorithm, all of that stuff. But yeah, man, we're always appreciative of the support. You're smiling because what I'm coming off so natural now. Like, do you
Bro, you
get
know
me?
what? You come a long way, man. The people don't know when we used to forget to do that every single stream. But yeah, nah. So no, definitely smooth. We definitely need to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's good. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
man.
good.
Got it. What do they
Yeah.
call it? The YouTube etiquette, the YouTube,
The
the
whatever YouTubeness. Yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
YouTubeness. Yeah, do you get
Yeah.
me? The formalities of YouTube, all of that. So
Yup. Yup.
yeah, man, getting better bit by bit. But yeah, bro. Hey, man, let's get straight into it. So, of course, Arsenal. A lot of football has been played by your football club, and we've got two Premier League fixtures. So there was the Brentford one, and then there was the Villa one, and then obviously we've got some Champions League football to discuss as well. But let's
Mm.
for now focus on the Premier League action. So yeah, Brentford 2-0, and then Villa lost away 2-1. What are you thinking,
Mm.
bro? Talk me through it. You'll start us off, and then yeah, man, like we'll take the conversation from there, and yeah, we'll break things down.
All right, cool. Yeah, nah, the Brentford game, funnily enough, because I actually went to that match, and because I think Prem game people aren't really trying to go, like the tickets were selling in it, so I actually got quite good seats, and I was just sitting there, just thinking, okay, this is nice. Like it was just that to kind of go back to that day, it was quite comfortable, but with little nerves. I feel like that game
Mm,
was the little kind of first time where I'm seeing my team about Saliba. I'm seeing my team about Gabriel, and I'm thinking, oh, these set pieces that Brentford are putting in, they're very
mm.
scary. I think there was one that kind of comes to mind where like a Raya saves it onto the post.
Onto the
And I feel
bar,
like
yeah.
there was a couple kind of set pieces, like we just weren't as comfortable as we normally are. But then
Hmm.
going the other way, like Madueke, I think he does very well on the right
Hmm.
wing. Like lovely piece of skill, crossed by Ben White, doing what he does best, like that overlap and run. And then
Hmm.
Marino, again, in the box, in the air, he's very lethal. So he gets us up to like a good lead. And then, yeah, then Saka comes on. Marino plays a big part in that too. We get 2-0. And it was those games that it felt like we were comfortable, we dominated, we did what we had to do, but it was kind of the first initial signs of just defensive pairings. Like I think it was Mascara and Nkapia that game, but still, just from
Hmm.
set pieces, you see the difference between like when your team can see set pieces and it's not really a threat to when it's like
Hmm.
every corner that's coming in now. I'm not as confident like, as I normally am, but
Hmm.
yeah, so we kind of do that and then get away 2-0. Then the Villa game is where I probably lean on you a bit more because I didn't get to actually watch the game. I've just seen
Hmm.
highlights and I just seen some talking points. I can just give you my perspective from that.
Hmm.
From what I saw, it looked like, yeah, Villa Park. We knew going into that's going to be a very difficult game, man, because they're a very good team, especially at
Hmm.
home. And the form that they're in as well, I was saying, Arsenal, we need to win, but like, I'll take a draw. Like, I won't say it too loud, but I'll take a draw because they're a good team. But yeah, I think just looking at the game, it looked like it was unlucky last minute to lose it like that in the end. But I think they probably were the better team. It looked like they had better chances. It looked like they were more threatening. We had our chances too. I think it could have been those games where you get away with a win as well, but you kind of caught life a bit too many times. And I feel like Raya had to make some big saves, like a couple like the Watkins chance. And I think there was even the Marlon one that he put just wide as well. So I think they had more like clear cut chances they should have scored. But like, so that being said, it was disappointing to lose it 2-1. Now the pressure is definitely back on us again. Now only 2 points ahead of City. We know it was just kind of that continuous form of just not draw against Chelsea, cool, you beat Brentford, but like, whatever. And you then lose to Villa, then it's like it just feels like the bad momentum could accelerate very quickly out of nowhere, if that makes sense. So that's why the Champions League game was then also very important to just kind of get back to winning ways, especially away from home, and just like a confident, dominant performance against the team that you should beat. So again, Champions League wise, we're actually doing quite well. So hopefully we can also finish in those top 2 spaces, which then gives you the advantage with all your second games being at home. So yeah, man, I think that's kind of just like a very quick overview of the last few games, and you can kind of like tell me which bits you want to go deeper in your perspective.
Yeah, so I think as regards to the Brentford game, yeah, like I won't say too much on it, because yeah, I think you covered it well. I think it was just one of them ones where like you got the job done. Like, yeah, like Brentford, obviously, like they can be a tricky opponent. But yeah, like you needed to get the win. You got the win. Like, yeah, great save by Raya, tipping it onto the bar. But yeah, ultimately it was just one of them ones where it's like get in, get out, get the job done, like quite relatively comfortable. Yeah, so I think you done what needed to be done. Regarding the Villa game, I thought it was a good game, first of all, like just from like a watching it perspective. Like, yeah, it was a good game. Like, I think it was always going to be a difficult game. Like Villa, like you mentioned, they are on fire. They had a horrible start, and yeah, they've completely turned things around as well. And yeah, Villa Park, like very difficult place to go, and like they're really they thrive at home, Villa. Like, yeah, like I forgot what the record was as regards to how many games it was that they're undefeated. But yeah, like Villa at Villa Park is a problem. So they've already turned over City. Like, we know what they're capable of. So it was always going to be a difficult game. But yeah, I felt like it was a good game. I think Villa first half, I would give it to them. I think in the second half, Arsenal came out and like, yeah, like they really put their foot on the gas, like, and they really applied the pressure. Arteta made some changes as well, and obviously Trossard, man, like, yeah, this guy is like, he's like your perfect squad player. Like, and when I say squad player,
Yeah,
he's the
that
type of
12th
player
man.
where, yeah, like he's the type of player where he can seamlessly go into the starting lineup, like when needed, but also like, yeah, bring him on off the bench. And it's
Yeah,
like, yeah, because there's certain players where it's like they're good off the bench, but you don't ever want to see them start. Whereas Trossard is one of those players where it's like, nah, like if he starts, it's cool. What you probably you don't want to see him start all the time. Like,
yeah,
you
I
get
think
me?
that's the thing.
Yeah,
Well,
like
he's just
you
our
don't want to
bona
see,
fide left
yeah, like
winger,
you get me?
like
Yeah,
first
you
name on
don't
the
want
team
that.
sheet. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
he can come in, and especially if he's in form, he can come in and he can do a job. But then, yeah, you can also bring him off the bench, and he can do his job. So yeah, man, like I think made a difference, obviously, with the goal. And yeah, like, I think Arsenal came out like much improved. But then I think like things settled again, and the intensity kind of dropped off, and then it flipped again. And then Villa last 15, yeah, like they took the game to you and were like, they were really going for it. And you could tell Emery, man, like I think he's
yeah,
still
man. He has hate in his heart, man. Hey, Emma, we need to actually just go our separate ways, man. At this point, like let bygones be bygones. So something like it's okay,
Damn.
it's okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
because he
wasn't.
was going
Yeah,
for it. Yeah, he weren't trying to see
yeah, I
no
saw
draw.
that too.
Like he was going for it. Like, and like you
And
mentioned, yeah, Marlon had the chance. They were applying the pressure. And then yeah, like he made the change by putting on Buendia. And taking off Cash has been much better, because I'm not the biggest fan
yeah,
of
even
Cash.
that
I'm not
first
gonna
goal
lie.
was
Yeah, this season he's actually been much better. Like, because yeah, like
mm,
over the last few weeks when I've watched him, let me say the last few weeks rather, like yeah, like his improvements have his performances have improved a lot, because yeah, like I'm not his biggest fan, and I kind of thought he was a little bit of a weak point of that Villa team. But
okay.
yeah, nah, he's been doing his thing, and yeah, like it was a like good finish. I know some people said Raya should have done better. I could see that perspective, it going through his legs, but I think the major culprit in that situation was Eze, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, he was
100% was
sleeping.
Eze.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
you could
sleeping.
even see the
Like,
moment of panic because he heard
yeah,
the
he
run.
realized.
Yeah, he's like, oh damn.
He realized.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so
cool at him, but yeah, no.
yeah, he was lacking there, and then man, like I think Villa were pushing, and then I think overall I would say they deserved it, but like I don't think Arsenal were bad. I think it was just one of them ones where like sometimes football's about moments, and it's about like being able to capitalize on periods of the game. And I think like when you came out in that second half and you got the goal, I feel like it was then up to Arsenal to kind of try and take command of the game, and I don't think you were quite able to do that. And then when the momentum switched again, Villa were like, all right, cool, you know what, like we're going for it. And then Villa as well, they've got like the midfield to help sustain pressure as well. Like I've said it, like Tielemans, this guy's so good, man. Like he's so good, and he's been injured for a little bit, but since he's come back, like he's so important for them. But this guy's a baller, so you've got him there. And then just generally Villa's midfield in general, like I've always been complimentary of it. Like you've got obviously Kamara as well, who I rate highly. Like I think he's a really talented player, and Anana's there as well. And then you've got kind of like McGinn, who obviously like sometimes he operates from the wide areas to begin with, but then he'll come inside. And then you've got like a Rodgers, obviously, who plays further forward, but can also like drop deeper and like help support. So they've got the physicality, they've got the technical ability there. Like, they've got a really good midfield. So I've got to give credit to Villa and like their team and the team they've built, because obviously signings wise they weren't able to do like loads. Like
even look at their summer this year.
But they were able to kind of just keep the core of their team. Like, and then Emery said, all right, cool, I'm a coach. Like, do you get me? This is where the coaching comes to play. So I think from an Arsenal perspective, like I think Eze didn't have a great performance. It has to be said. I think Marino, like he was bad. He was bad. Marino was bad. That and he got replaced for Gyökeres, and I think Gyökeres also wasn't great as well. We'll talk a little bit more about him as well. I'm seeing the Arsenal fans turn. I see this Jesus cameo.
Hey, man.
I've got Arsenal fans saying,
I can't lie. Major. I can't lie. The Jesus cameo has made me rethink habits. So Gyökeres, we'll talk about it.
I've had to
restructure the whole list.
You know what's so funny about it as well, because the thing that was making me laugh when I seen a lot of the commentary is that you're seeing proper Arsenal fans who they take pride in defending their club and their players, and it's like they've been holding things in, and then like when the Jesus cameo took them over the edge, and they're like, nah, man. I've got to tell the truth. I've got to say how I'm feeling, man. So we'll talk about it. But so I think and even like your midfield, like Rice, for example. Like, I don't think Rice was bad. Looked tired, man. Like looked tired. I think like needed a rest. So like overall, it's not the end of the world. Like, do you get me? Like, there's going to be a lot of teams that go to Villa Park and lose. So I think that from that perspective, like, respect has to be given to Villa. And like going over there and getting the 3 points is definitely not a given. I understand obviously some of the frustration from Arsenal fans because like you're seeing the gap close, and we'll talk about City a little bit later. And I think there's probably a little bit of like PTSD as regards to like previous seasons and stuff like that. But there's a long season ahead, and like I think it's just one of them ones where a lot of Arsenal fans probably wanted the situation where you kind of just pulled away. and it was just like, yeah, that type of league season. But yeah, that may not be the case, and it's a one that ebbs and flows, and yeah, like that's looking very likely at the moment. So yeah, like overall, yeah,
Thierry's comments captured it really well. I think Thierry's comments captured it really well. Like, because it's so true. Like the reaction, like even by the Arsenal fans, even me, I was like, bro, right, relax, man. Like, I don't need to be belly. I don't know if you saw the Arsenal players after the Villa game, like after the 2-1.
Yeah,
man. Which I hear it, but it's also like it's also
you know what it is. I think that's an element of like, you know, when it's the last kick of the game. I think it's also how the goal panned out, because it was one of them you block. You're trying to get the ball out. So I think it was partially that as well. Like it was just kind of like how the goal came about, and it being like the last kick of the game. Yeah. So I think that's probably where a lot of the frustration came from. But yeah, I think also social media, I think they highlighted it, and then like, you know how social media is. But like, I get it, me personally. I'm like, yeah, this last
I hear it. I think the bigger point are just like, like you say, that the season is going to ebb and flow, and yeah, right now we're 2 points clear. While we also might not stay, we might not stay ahead of it for the whole time. Like it's 2 points now. But again, I think overall what you've seen is that it's that ending period that matters the most. Whether we're good enough to actually do that, we're gonna find out again this season. But I hear it though. I think you put it perfectly. I think it is that Arsenal fans want to feel comfortable, so they want to be ahead. So it's convincing from a lot earlier than rather than it be an actual title race. But again, we don't know how it's actually gonna be. Like we're not that much better than City, where it's like a given now that we're gonna go and be 10 points ahead of City and the title race is over. But again, I also think it's that update of like new information, like you were saying, like I'm about to get onto City, that you also realize that City are also not the jokes that everyone thought they were going to be at the start of the season. If that makes sense. So it's like, this is new information. You have to now accept that information, that now this now reduces the chance of it becoming a 10+ blowout.
And we'll talk about it again, but Haaland has got his steppers. Like, he's got his steppers. He was asking for his steppers. He was like, bro, I need a couple riders with me, man. What's going on? I'll hold it down for now, but you might need to sort yourself out. And yeah, man, like it looks like he's got his steppers. So yeah, like we'll talk about that. But yeah, very quickly, bro, do you want to just talk about like the Bruges game? I don't know how much you were able to catch of it, if you watched the whole match or highlights, but yeah. I didn't watch the full match. I saw the highlights, but obviously, I'll quickly say, yeah, Madueke, bruv, crazy goal.
Yeah,
like,
nasty.
Absolutely crazy goal. So,
nasty.
Yeah, like he done his job there. And then, obviously, as well, Martinelli, like he looks like he's missed the Champions League for you lot this season. I think I saw 5 games in a row that he scored in the Champions League, which is mad. And it was a brilliant finish. From him as well. So yeah, comfortable. You rotated again from the highlights and from obviously from the people who did watch the full game. I know Gyökeres, they were impressed, man. Hey, bro, you know what? Let's start off with this, man. Let's talk about it. Gyökeres. Let's talk about Gyökeres.
What do you want to talk about?
Are you concerned right now?
Yes. I'm concerned, but it's also not 100% Gyökeres' fault, if that makes sense. So I think I'm concerned from 2 sides. I feel like I'm concerned because it's just like, he's. I think it's this. Actually, like I'm trying to actually think it through, because I'm also very concerned of the fact that we're not creating him chances. It's not like he's like missing loads of chances, and that's the problem that we will have with him. It's like his general play is more the frustration. That I think, but that's why it's like we also didn't. I didn't buy him for his general play. It was for you guys to get chances in the box and let him just try to finish. If he's doing that, I think I'll be more annoyed with Gyökeres. But I think I'm more on the side of just like very quickly on the game as well. Like midfield, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Marino. I don't want to ever see that again. Like I don't want to ever see it again, because again it's just not it's just
a real social midfield.
Like nah, man, I'm not trying to see that. Like I'm not trying to see that. Like it's not creative enough. It was dry. We were dominant. We like kind of kept the ball, but it's not like we were like really peppering them with chances either, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's a general thing of just like I would also like to see us also maybe create a bit more. Again, I didn't watch the Villa game, so I'm kind of more basing it on like the previous games I've watched, if that makes sense. It just made me just feel like a general, we need to also create more chances for the striker. As nice as the Jesus kind of cameo was, like he was moving crazy, the touches was nice, but again, he's just dropping deep and doing what he does in terms of his like just technical ability that Gyökeres just doesn't have, if that makes sense. And we all knew that before. So I think that's where I'm concerned. I think he definitely needs to do more. I feel like his general play could be cleaner, but then we also don't create enough chances where I can really like sit and blame Gyökeres and say, like, because I think that Havertz comes in, I think Havertz will also look better. But the problem was that it was those games where we needed a clinical striker to finish the chances. Jesus, as great as he was as well, bro, he still missed like 3 chances. Like, I love Jesus, and maybe one was very unlucky, the crossbar one. But again, that's just like a summary of like, I love him, but this is also his limitation. So that's why I feel like it's more like layered, like if that makes sense. So
off the back of that, do you feel like Gyökeres needs to be doing more as regards to the chances? Because like obviously it's one thing to say that he's not getting them. Does he need to do more? Is it a movement issue? Is it like a thing where if he was able to be better as regards to his combination play, as regards to his hold up play, like would that affect the chances that he's getting overall? Like is there anything in that, or do you think it's just like like the team just needs to do better around him?
This is a very good question. I feel like it's this is where like is that whole kind of thing of like, do you bend more towards a player or more towards a manager? And I feel like Arteta's type of striker is a Havertz and is a Jesus who comes, drops in, gets touches, and them doing that helps you create better chances down the line as well, because they've done that initial bit. Whereas that's not Gyökeres. Gyökeres' thing is he needs to be running in behind. It's not really about him coming to the ball. So that's also why it's like we also need to give him more of those transitional moments in games, maybe like more, where I can see him mess up more of those, and then I can be critical of him. Rather than like he can't do what Jesus does, so I'm critical of him because we know he can't do what Jesus does. So I think that's where it's that kind of balance where he needs to do better. I shouldn't have passed you the ball and it's just not sticking. So he definitely needs to do much better. But I'm talking about like there's like basic like hold up play, which is like he's not being competent in that. But then there's like Jesus levels where you're actually very good, or you're a good footballer in these moments that not every footballer, you know how you have traits that not every footballer has, if that makes sense. Like, well, yeah, we're gone.
When I've spoken to like a lot of Arsenal fans, I think because, bro, you know, I said it, like, you know, when we're talking about Gyökeres, I said, hey man, Arsenal fans, if you're expecting a tech man, like I said it at the start of the season, I said you lot are gonna get the shock of your life. Like, do you get me? So it's like you need to know what it is that you're buying. Like, do you get me? Like, when it comes to that, and that's not to say that he shouldn't get better. Like, do you get me at those aspects? But I think there's a cap on like how much. Like I said, he's 27 years old. Like he's already who he is. Like, and I think a lot of Arsenal fans, I think it's just one of them ones where I think you had some who maybe they just weren't privy to the fact that, oh, you know what, this guy's just really not a tech man. And then some who knew he were a tech man, but they just never knew that some of the things that they would expect of him, like he would under deliver to that regard, as regards to your first touch, as regards to just holding the ball up and laying it off. So I think some Arsenal fans, they were like, oh, you know what, we know this isn't your game, but come on, man, like this needs to be better. So yeah, I think with Gyökeres again, and I think I'll credit to you and credit to Daniel as well, because you both made this comparison, but you made it in different ways. So I remember Daniel, when we were on stream, he said that Gyökeres is Hoyland's dad. Like, he was just like, yeah, he was like, Gyökeres is Hoyland's dad. It was just like, yeah, like, and I remember you saying that Gyökeres, if Hoyland was able to if Hoyland could be the best of what he is, it would look like Gyökeres. This was prior to Gyökeres being at Arsenal. So it's like, yeah, like kind of what Gyökeres was doing at Sporting. It's like you were saying that is what like Hoyland his full version will look like. Like,
yeah.
and
you're reminding me of my words.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. And yeah, like I think there's certain things there where it's like, all right, cool, you know what? your certain fundamentals, like I think they're definitely missing. I think the things that he is good at, like again, there's that whole thing of they're not, because I think even as regards to like sometimes him creating chances in the Portuguese league, a lot of that was due to him physically just being able to dominate. And I think in the Premier League, he's finding that he just can't do that. Like, do you get me? Yeah, like
he's one of
he
he's
can't.
everyone
Yeah,
else.
like he can't do that. Like he's not. He doesn't have that strength, and even pace wise, like, do you get me? Like he doesn't have like a super significant advantage over people, where it's like he's able to dominate like in the same way. So I think he's finding that difficult. Where it's like, all right, cool. So then it's now a thing of like being able to, and again, we're talking about style of plays. Haaland, I've said it many times, and we're seeing it much more this season. But it's like, it's funny because Haaland came to the Premier League and obviously he scored an insane amount of goals and his box movement was brilliant. And yeah, like his ability to anticipate, which are qualities for him. But I used to say as well, it's like, it's crazy because it's like Haaland that is most devastating is actually Haaland on the transition. Like Haaland running towards goal, bro, that's him at his most devastating. And even a lot of the times for City, he weren't even able to do that. Like, do you get me? Because it's like, all right, cool, I'll let the tech man just pass. And then I'm just waiting for the killer final ball. I'm waiting for KDB. I'm waiting for like one of the creators to fling it in, and I'm trying to get on the end of it. Like, and he was able to adapt. Like, do you get me? Because he had the skill set to adapt. And I think Gyökeres currently, he is kind of struggling a bit in that regard. Where it's like, all right, cool, you love playing on the transition. You love being able to run the channels. You love being able to run towards goal. You're not necessarily able to do that in the same way. Now you've got to figure out other things. Like you've got to maybe be better movement in the box, better anticipation. You've got to be better at linking things up. Like you've got to find other ways. And I think that's where it's kind of becomes like a problem for him, where it's like, oh, you know what? Like this is a little bit more difficult than I thought. Like, so yeah. Man. And then I think at the same time, Arteta is under the pressure of winning and trying to get this league. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, because Arteta at the same time is like, bruv, whether Gyökeres scores 20 or doesn't score 20 or whatever, he needs the league. So if he's looking at Gyökeres thinking, bro, you're not doing what needs to be done, and Havertz comes back and he is, or Jesus is able to have a stretch of fitness and he is, then Gyökeres may very well find himself on the bench.
Yeah, like, no, 100%,
because
man. 100%.
His whole thing is, I need the title. Like, do you get me? So whatever is the, like, whatever increases those chances. So he's in a high pressure environment right now, where it's like he's got to deliver. And again, you've still got a lot of the season to go, but I think those are just some of the problems that he's experiencing from my point of view. So,
but I think you broke it down perfectly. It was some parts were very bleak, I will be honest, but you know, I think it was the accurate assessment. And I think that's the thing as well, man. Like again, against Wolves this weekend, not to say he won't go and bag 2 goals now, and he looks good in the day, but I think even in the bigger games, I also want to see him just be more of a threat. Like if that makes sense. I feel like, you know, that whole thing of like in those big matches, that's where like I think the quality of your players shows even more. Like it's like if you can now like get a goal against one of our big rivals, it stands different to all the goals you can get against a smaller team. It's just because it's a different level of opposition you're dealing with now. So I also want to see that you can rise that level, that you're that good that against it you can get a goal. I don't want to think that. Yeah, bro. Once it gets past mid of the Premier League, that's it. Like, I don't want to be thinking that with my striker. So yeah, again, man, he still has a lot to show us. So yeah, and like you said, we're gonna find out this season. All right, so we shall be there.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. But yeah, that's Arsenal. Obviously, let's move on quickly before we get to United to City, because obviously they've cut the lead to 2 points. They had 2 games, obviously, including the Champions League game. I'll start off just giving my overview of their 2 Premier League games. I think the first one was the 5-4 against Fulham, which was a crazy game, because it looks like, cool, this is a, you know, they're having a party over there. Do you get me? Like everything's looking good up in Craven Cottage. Haaland scored, Foden's got another one, like he's hit form, everything's looking good. And then you see 5-2, 5-3, 5-4, and yeah, man, on another day, it could have finished 5-5.
Major.
And yeah, I think obviously City, they will just be relieved to leave there and get the win, get the 3 points. That's the most important thing. But yeah, man, that was a close call for them, like a real close call. And when you talk about like momentum shifters, I think that could have been a momentum shift, like in
The
a
other
negative
way.
way from their perspective. Yeah, if they had let that slip. But yeah, they were able to get the win.
And also too, when it was 5-1, that's when I checked the score and I saw 5-1. And I thought, hey man, we're in trouble. Like, so if they had ended the game 5-1 as well, I would have been terrified. But then the fact that I switched it on and I saw how Fulham were able to make it 5-4, and I said, yeah, you still have the vulnerabilities that we say you have, but you're still so lethal going forward. So it was like, you know what, we fight, we're like another day we'll see what's gonna happen in it. And then obviously the Sunderland game. What's your take on that one?
Yeah, so with the Sunderland game, man, I've just got to firstly highlight a player that I spoke about at the start of the season, man. But Shirky, oh my days, bro.
Yeah, I heard he was
doing
balling in that
some
game.
stuff. Oh, he was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, you were saying
I don't know if you've been able to catch any of the highlights.
I actually haven't. I haven't
Oh,
watched the highlights.
bro, yeah, man. Like when you can, like even just the, you know, like Sky Sports do like the 3-minute highlights. Yeah, like just even look at that. Like that's enough to show you what he was doing. But yeah, man, like he was moving crazy. Like yeah, he's insanely talented. And I remember when he was at Lyon, like watching him and thinking, yeah, like this guy, he's a big problem. Like technically, left foot, right foot. Like he's just, you know, players that like, they just got like all the weapons from a technical standpoint. Like, do you get me? Like they're just pepped off. Yeah. So, and he's got the flair. Like he's a maverick type of player, which was always going to be the interesting thing when he went to City. Because you know, a lot of people talk about Pep and how sometimes, you know, those type of players, they don't necessarily have the capabilities of expressing themselves like how you would perhaps want to see them express themselves in a Pep system. A lot of people use the example of Grealish. And I think it was good to see Shirky express himself like that. I think Pep afterwards, if you see later on, you'll see the assist that he gave for Foden. And yeah, like I think Pep was basically just talking about Shirky, saying like, you know what, like he can do stuff that other players can't do. But like, I think for Pep, you know, like if you're gonna do a fancy cross, just make sure the cross is good. Like, do you get me? Like, make sure that you're doing what needs to be done. Like, do you get me? Like, yeah. And I think it's just one of them ones where, like, hopefully there's a good balance because, you know, off the ball, he's going to have to work. Pep's going to demand that of him. But I'm hoping that also, like, he does have license to be creative and do what he needs to do for us football fans in general, because that's what you want to see. But yeah, man, like, again, I was speaking about Haaland. You've got Foden, who's looks like he's got his mojo back. Like, he's looking good. He's getting the goals, like he's influencing play. I think him and Shirky as well, they've got a really good connection because I think technically they're kind of like on the same wavelength. So I think Foden even appreciates playing with Shirky. And then, of course, even in the Sunderland game, like Sunderland did have a couple of chances. Donnarumma made a good save. Xhaka smashed the post as well. So it's like it wasn't absolutely faultless. But yeah, City were therefore deserving of their victory. So yeah, I'll give them credit for that. And then, of course, even yesterday there was the Madrid game, where yeah, they were able to go. These two meet like every season, bro. Like at this point, it's like the league game for them. So yeah, but yeah, they were able to go to the Bernabeu and get the win, which obviously is a massive result for them. And I think, again, momentum-wise, that would be like very, very big for them. So yeah, man, like City, not perfect yet. We'll see what happens with Rodri when he's coming back. I think Nico Gonzalez has been doing very well. Credit to him, because when he was initially bought, like, and yeah, his initial time at City, we were looking at it thinking, like, even Pep sometimes, like, he's not selecting him enough, and we're thinking, oh, what's going on here? But things look to have settled. He's doing well in that midfield. So yeah, like, it looks like they're gonna be your challengers, bro. It looks
Yeah,
like City are
it's
gonna be your
becoming very clear,
challengers.
man. It's become very,
Yeah.
very clear. Because I think that's literally it. Because like I said, I didn't watch the Sunderland game, but Sunderland I know have the kind of threats that Ansan can definitely cause City issues. So again, when I saw the comfortable 3-0, you say cool, fair play City. And then the Madrid game yesterday. Don't know what you thought, because I was like, but when I was watching it, I said Madrid had a lot of the ball, but I thought it was quite comfortable for City as well. But I think Madrid also could have made good chances. That's why it's a funny game. I feel like Madrid also could have scored more goals if they were just like better in the final third. But yeah, like it was just a very odd game. But yeah, I don't know. Do you know much of what's going on over there with Alonso
What with Madrid?
Yeah, like what's the?
So I think, obviously, from reports wise, like, so there's the watching the perspective and the reports wise. So from the reports wise, I think people have been talking a lot about like how the players haven't necessarily taken to Alonso and his tactics. Like Alonso, I think there's been a lot of emphasis on the players pressing. And yeah, people have talking about like Vinny, for example, and yeah, wanting him to press and stuff. And yeah, like people have said, the media have said that yeah, the dressing room hasn't necessarily taken to some of these tactics and approaches. And then obviously, as regards to results wise, things aren't great. Like I think that yeah, the upcoming game that they've got on the weekend, they've basically, I think Alonso has got to win it. Otherwise, I think he's done.
Really?
Like, yeah. I think people were even reporting that may have been the case for this City game. That if he lost it, that he potentially might be done. But yeah, like I think as regards to this league game, Madrid, they don't play at all. Like, yeah, because they're currently 4 points behind Barca, and that's when they were leading. That's from them leading the league, and then obviously now in the Champions League, in the table as well, they're still in the top 8, but like yeah, they've got to be careful because things are very tight.
Draw, win, loss. yeah, their form in the league is shocking. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Not been great, yeah. So I think I think that's currently what's happening there. But yeah,
Liverpool Real Madrid swap.
I was hearing a lot of that, like yeah, slot goals, then Alonso, and then
that's hilarious.
But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, City, they look like, again, they don't look perfect. I think there's plenty of more drops plenty of more points that's going to be dropped at the top of the table from City and Arsenal as well. But yeah, and a thing that I didn't even mention regarding the Villa game, but yeah, I think Gabriel and Saliba not having them, that was a massive miss. So like, I think Arsenal, you've built a great squad, but then obviously still,
when the squad is getting injured,
like, do you get me? So it's like when you've got when you had Gabriel and Saliba, and then part of the reason why you brought Mascara is that you can step in for Gabriel and Saliba, and then Mascara is injured for 6 to 8 weeks. Then yeah, things start to get difficult. So yeah, you've got to have players fit. So yeah, I don't know. Like, again, I think the whole league picks up injuries, but I think Arsenal, like, yeah, there seems to be a continuous like rotation of players coming in and out. I don't know if there's wider things as regards to training or what, but yeah, like, you need to keep players fit. And maybe it's a thing where it's like, as regards to rotation, like, I don't know if there's certain players you've just got to look at them and say, all right, cool, you know what, in order for your overall fitness, we've just got to be maybe having more rotation in certain positions, like, to make sure, because I know that was a thing people spoke about a lot with Saka, and then obviously now you've got Madueke who can play there, and yeah, like, I think that helps Saka because there's not as much as a demand on him. But yeah, like, I think that's something that, like, Arsenal would be a little bit worrying. So yeah, need to keep the team fit.
Yeah, 100.
Yep. But yeah, bro, let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool. Hey man, obviously. What? Go, bro.
No, I was about. You know what? I forgot that all the stuff that's happened in Liverpool recently. I said Manchester United.
Yeah. Oh, you forgot.
Let's go.
No. Yeah. We'll get to United. But yeah. I think because of everything that's going on with Liverpool, obviously, very quickly, I'll speak on the game. I watched the Leeds 3-3. And yeah, man, like, what a game that was. I think, firstly, yeah, credit to to Ekitike, because yeah, like I think whilst things haven't been great there, and he did not fall off, but like he got off to a good start, and then
Yeah.
things weren't as good, and like even
that was one of
him
my
like
things. I think it
wasn't
got to
looking
a
great.
point where everyone was still giving him credit on those initial weeks. I was like, bro, he's not been great for a little bit now, but
yeah.
Fair
But
play.
yeah, so yeah, like he was able to get his 2 goals, and then yeah, man, Leeds, they rose. Like, you got me, they rose. And yeah, man, like Leeds are one of those teams that, like, especially they've got an extremely passionate fan base, and once the crowd start to get really, really rocking, then it's very, very difficult to withstand. And yeah, man, they're able to get it back to 2-2. And I'm thinking, like, cool, we've got a real game on our hands here. And then Liverpool, they go and get the third with Szoboszlai, who, credit to him, man, like he's been their best player clearly this season. Like, yeah, he's really stepped up, and yeah, like, and that's from a multitude of different positions. That's been whether he's been playing in midfield, that's been whether he's been playing in right back, that's been whether he's been playing right forward, which he's done more recently now. So it's like, yeah, he's been doing his job. And then, man, yeah, like last minute, Leeds are able to get the equalizer, and I was just like, yeah, man, this is what we needed. This is what we needed. And yeah, man, obviously I'm thinking, rah, cool. Liverpool, they've dropped points. That's all nice, etc. And then
you're already
I'm even later that evening. I was even with you. Like, do you get me? Later, I'm with you. That evening, that Saturday evening. So yeah. So I'm even with you. And then obviously, like, yeah, like I think I'm chatting to Jids, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm seeing these quotes come up from Salah, and I was like, almost you look, and I'm just like, I need to verify this. Like, let me verify. Let me verify that this is accurate. Like, do you get me? I was like, people just be saying things. So I was just like, let me verify.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, oh my bruv, yeah, Salah, he said a lot, man. Like, he said a lot. So yeah, firstly, bro, what did you think of Salah's comments? Like, what's your opinion? Because I know loads of people, they've been talking on it, and obviously we're both coming from like a non-Liverpool fan perspective. So yeah, like, what are your thoughts on this?
Okay, you know what? I feel like, yeah, just the starting point is, he's definitely wrong for what he did, man. Like, you can't be doing all of that, especially when the crime of being real is you are put on the bench. Like, I feel like no matter how much of a legend you are, like, it's also not when the club is in a bad place now, and then now you're now taking this chance to speak, especially when you're not a player that speaks that much as well. I think that's something that also I've heard, that you don't get in front of the mic a lot. So to get in front of the mic when it suits you sometimes, I feel like man. I didn't like that from, I guess, a neutral perspective. I feel like he was wrong to do it. And overall, I think he's probably gonna have to definitely apologize if he wants any future at Liverpool. I think Liverpool can't let it slide either. It's one of those ones where he has to actively be the person who apologizes. Otherwise, they're just a complete loss of just a hierarchy at the club, especially the fact that the age he is and the fact he's been these last kind of couple years anyway. There's that side of it. And I think overall, from like his perspective, I think this is just another classic example of like the personality trait that makes someone great at something can be the same exact trait that makes them bad or terrible in other departments. And I feel like Salah being the type of person that can look across the pitch and see Mane open and still say, nah, I'm taking this shot on. I think it's the same person that gets put on the bench and his ego is like, nah, you can't put me on the bench. So I feel like that's probably what kind of warped his mind to make him say, like, nah, everyone else is going to see that this is crazy. Like, what? Salah, me, legend, Liverpool legend. So I think the ego just blew up too much there, man. I feel like he shouldn't have done what he did. Like, I think he should have, what's it called, given at least more time. But to go to AFCON anyway, it just felt like he rushed through. He like kind of like just put it to the forefront where it didn't need to be. I just felt like, wrong from a club player perspective. But that's kind of my overall take on it. What do you think, bro? What do you think?
I feel like, so, like, as regards to like Salah and Slot, like, Salah's a bigger Liverpool legend than Slot. Like, he means more to the city of Liverpool, the club. He's done more for the club. So, like, and I think as regards to again, I haven't asked all of them, but it's like just generally, if you're to ask them, like who means more to Liverpool, Salah or Slot? I think most Liverpool fans will say Salah. I also think that I understand where some of his frustrations were coming from, like as regards to like Liverpool's performances this season and him being on the bench, because I think Salah's definitely underperformed, but I also think that loads of other players have as well. Like, like I think
that is true.
Like Salah's not been like like by far the worst performer or anything like that. Like I could name loads of players that have just been bad. Like, do you get me?
No,
and also I was because I was with Jids, and like when we were talking about the Liverpool game as it was going on, I was like, wow, like he's not brought on Salah. Like, do you get me? Like, I was shocked. Like, do you get me? I was like, raw, like Salah's not come on, and like, so I did find that weird. That I think.
What did Salah come on at all in the Leeds game?
No.
Oh, he didn't come on at all. Okay,
no,
I didn't even know he didn't come on at all.
No, like he didn't. So I was like, raw, like I was like, oh, okay, like like I found that odd. Like, I was like, why is that happening? But
okay, yeah.
But all of those things being said, he shouldn't have done that. Like, I think that's because I think sometimes people conflate different things. Like, even if you think he has a point, even if he is a bigger legend, even if he does mean more to Liverpool than Slot, it doesn't mean that he should have done it. And I can draw some parallels to like some parallels. It's not the same situation, but I can draw it to like Ronaldo. Like, because when I was seeing the Slot, like I was seeing the drama with the Liverpool, I was like, this reminds me of United. I was like, this is the type of thing that happens at United. Like, do you get me? It's like when Sancho comes on Twitter and says this, and it's like, I was like, Rashford on his back. I was just like, bro, this. I was like, damn. I'm happy it's not us.
I hear it.
I'm happy it's not us. But yeah, it reminded me a bit of the Ronaldo situation in the sense of. Ronaldo or Ten Hag, as regards to what they mean to Man United, it's not even a question. Like, do you get me? Like, Ronaldo's a United legend, gave us some of the best memories that we've all ever had. Like, do you get me? Won the Ballon d'Or at United, helped win us the Champions League, scored in the final. All of these things, like what he means to Manchester United, is crazy. Like, do you get me? So, as regards to Ronaldo and Ten Hag, it's not a conversation. Like, do you get me? Superstars also, like. They do get treated differently. Like, do you get me? Like, they're supposed to get differential. You don't treat this is just the truth. You don't treat Salah the same way you treat Conor Bradley. Like, do you get me? You don't. You don't.
You know,
you just don't. You don't. Like, do you get me? So from that perspective, it's like, like when I was looking at it, it's like Ronaldo, it's like cool, like there's things as regards to like how things have transpired, which he may not be happy with. And when he was talking about like even a lot of the things to do with the club and the Glazers and stuff, I was like, like a lot of what he's saying is true. Like, do you get me? Like when he was talking about the ownership and he was talking about like the training facilities and how it's the same as it was in 03 as how it's now and nothing, all of that stuff. And it's like, that is bad. Like, do you get me? It's a bad reflection on the club. And it's like, it's not that what he's saying is not true. Like, do you get me? And so you've got all of these different things at play. Where it's like Ronaldo, he means so much to us. Ten Hag, bro, we want this guy gone. Like, do you get me? Like, he's done this, he's done that. He's still Ronaldo. You've got to make sure this. He's talking about the club, the Glazers, the ownership, all of that, all of those things. And again, it was a similar thing. I said it at the time. All of that's true. Ronaldo should have done that. Like, you should have.
You can't air out while you're there. Like, it's just unprofessional.
He knew what he was doing. Like, do you get me? Like Ronaldo, he was like, "Cool, I'm done with this. I'm gonna force my way out."
He's blowing it up.
Do you get me? I'm gonna force my way out, and boom, and man.
So do you think that's what Salah's done here? Do you feel like this is him? He's trying to blow it up. Like,
I think Salah, because I'm not convinced that Salah would have done this if Liverpool won that game. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
convinced. There's
I don't
no
think
way
so
of
either.
knowing. Like, there's no way of knowing.
Mm.
And I think obviously he felt disrespected. He's like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm Salah. Like, do you
Yeah.
get me? Like, Mo, it's like, do you know what I've done last
Bro, his
season?
ego, his
Like, do you
head
get
was
me?
gone.
Do you know what I've
His
done
head
last
was
season?
gone.
And he's thinking, what? Like, in the first 8 years, bro. And I'm having a bit of a rough start, or I'm having a bad start, but so is everyone else pretty much, or most players on this team. And I'm the one with the most credit in the bank. I'm the one getting disrespected.
I hear, but you know what it is, bro. Sometimes
So,
I think this, from Slot's perspective, I don't think we spoke about this, but I also think Salah's he's just unfortunately overqualified, and I feel like that's just what it is. That's the factor here too, where it's like overall, this is what I think everyone from the outside can all see it. That like this Ekitike is like. The only way this works, Salah needs to go. Like it's reverts. There's no way this can work with Salah there. I mean, we all know
this team hasn't been built for Salah. Yeah, this team hasn't been built for Salah. But then also, it's one of the ones where it's like the club. You guys have given him 400k a week and a new contract. Like, do you get me?
Yeah,
so it's just that is something United will do. And you know he's Salah. Like, do you get me? So it's like, what did you think? Do you think he was gonna be happy on the bench? Like, do you get me? Salah, after scoring 29 Premier League goals and leading you to a title. Yeah,
silly, man. Their hands were tied, man. Salah also played it last season perfectly, man. This guy was coming out every other week.
Yeah. Man.
I got to leave at the end of this year.
Yeah, do you get me? So I think with the Salah situation is one of them ones where it's like, I can understand his frustrations. Like, do you get me? I do believe that, like, yeah. Again, when I was looking at the Leeds game, I was like, nah, Salah should have come on. And whilst he's not been good this season, like, I think, like, he does have a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, like, he can just be putting up stinker, and like, he like, because I think he said something in his quotes, and I don't know if he meant it in this way, but I remember seeing something, and it was like, oh, it was basically along the lines of him saying that, like, because of what he's done, like, basically he shouldn't have to prove like anything as regards to like him playing. Like, and I was like, yeah, that's not right. I don't know if you meant it like that. Yeah, like, I don't know if you meant it like that. I don't think I
even saw that, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you meant it like that, but I was like, yeah, like, you've still got to, but also, like, I think he was, hold on, sorry, I've got it here.
No, cool,
I've got it here.
Because man,
you definitely don't want things.
Yeah, man. No, I'm sure that's why I'm sure the quotes are long. But yeah, man. I feel like as a footballer, you can't be. I think he did it under Klopp as well, where he started to like throw his. I heard that you're a legend and you've been great, but Liverpool have been terrible. And I also heard that other people should have been dropped before. You could argue other people should have been dropped before him, but other people have been kind of dropped around him also. Like Vertus held the bench. It's like even when he's been fit, it's probably held the bench. So like there's
but
okay. You're gonna say that they're all new. I heard that, but I think the bigger point is like I can see the manager is struggling to make a system work. So I now think all of you are up for grabs until the team is winning. Like, and there's no. I also don't think at the age and how you're playing too. Like, I would also be like, I have to make this work with Salah in this team. Like, I also don't think it's that either this season.
And this is exactly what it is as well, yeah. Because that's from Salah's perspective. So I was saying, I understand why Salah's frustrating. From Slot's perspective, I think Slot, he's just trying to do whatever he can to win and keep his job. Like, do you get me? Because it's like, and this is where I kind of think Salah has actually not helped himself. Because I think Slot, like, for everything he did last season, etc., like, I think this guy, he was on the edge. I'm not gonna lie. I think he was a few more bad results away from getting the sack. Like, I think that was the reality of his situation. I think now, because of what Salah's done, it's changed things a little bit. Like, I'm not saying he still won't get the sack, but now I think the club wouldn't want it to be a thing where Salah's come out and said this, and now we've sacked the manager, because that's just the player power is crazy. Like, do you get me? So it's like, the player power, the player power is crazy. Like, do you get me? Where it's like rah. Like, so I think. Whereas I think if he had just left it, because it's one of them ones, it's like it's gonna go one of two ways. Where it's like if Slot doesn't benches Salah and they lose, and things don't go well, then yeah, man, it's only a matter of time. Like, do you get it? So it's like I think from a Slot perspective, like you said, I think he's looking at it and he's thinking, you know what, I've got these new players. I need to figure out a way of making this work because I'm falling down the table. I'm losing so many points and I need to change things. And I think that's just what he's looking at it from that perspective. But then Salah, I think he's looking at it from the perspective of, look how bad everyone else is doing. Like, do you get me? Like, and look what I've done for the club.
But wait,
and you're telling me I can't get 1 minute against Leeds.
Bro, but this is what I should have said though. Like, what is it? How many is it? 350 goals, Premier League goals. This guy. How many goals is it? What's the record? 300 or something.
What?
Like the Salah and Premier League goals kind of tally. Like, what is he up
to?
The
goal tally. He's got no. You don't have 300 because
not Premier League. Sorry, overall. Yeah.
For Liverpool.
What's his overall? Yeah, it's like 300 and 350 or something. Was like a record
Liverpool
that he broke recently. Like, so again, I hear it. When you have those kind of record and those kind of numbers, you're thinking, bro, I bought how much this club? And now I think Slot even told Slot last season, said, bro, like, make me not have to run back as much.
Yeah,
I'll deliver you at the time. And then you went and had a record-breaking season and won them the league. So his ego is off the charts. I think in that moment, like you said, I didn't know he didn't get any minutes against Leeds. I think he was sitting there and he was fuming. He said, nah. Like, you don't rate my thing, so I'm gonna have to show you that I'm Salah. But he misread the room. I think we don't respect player power like that. You're not bigger than a club. I think regardless of how big of a player you are. And all the fans, I think, from what I've seen from Liverpool fans, I think they're also like, get into you can't be when we're this bad. It's not even like Liverpool have been good and you just randomly dropped him. When we've been this bad and we just want to win games and you can't accept being on the bench for 2 games and you come out swinging. Nah, man. Like I think he definitely misread it. I think his ego was just It was crazy.
Just looking here, I think so. In the Premier League, he scored 188 goals. For Liverpool in the Premier League. His GNA is 276, and that's 276 GNA in 301 matches.
In 301 matches,
almost
1 for 1. Nah, man.
Yeah, so it's like where you've got people like that. It's one of them ones where it's like and that's why I said I understood some of Salah's frustrations, all of that stuff, but he still. You can't do it. Like, you can't come out in an interview like that and speak like that. Like, you just can't do it. Even though I understand, but it's like, again, it was the same when I was thinking of Ronaldo. It's just like, Ronaldo, man, you're a legend. Like, do you get me? Like, I understand a lot of the things that you're talking about regarding the club, etc. But you can't go do an interview with Piers Morgan. Like, do you get me? And be talking like this, and
bro,
like,
I learned so much about United
exactly what's gonna happen. You know what's happening now, man. Like, you know what's gone on. So I think it's just one of them ones where, from a Salah perspective, man, like he's a legend. And again, like I was questioning decisions like, no minutes slot, really, like, but. He can't come out and say it like he's wrong, and that's where like I am. So I think like I know because obviously I started off with giving like my voice of views on Salah, but it's like like even with everything like that I said regarding like me understanding the situation, I still agree with the fact that he was wrong for doing that.
Like, you can't do that, man.
Like,
he
was wrong
do
for
that.
doing that.
But then, okay, then that's like, what's now next then? Because like, are we? That's also why I said like any future, he has to come out publicly apologize to Slot. That's when Liverpool can move on with the whole situation. But if he now wants to dig his heels, are we not saying January emergency parachute out to South? Like, what happens? What actually happens now? If they don't bless this, he goes to AFCON. What actually happens?
I don't know, man.
Man.
I really don't know. Obviously, he didn't play in the Inter game. Which they won, which I think was massive for Slot as well, winning that game. He needed that win. So but I'm not sure.
Eyes on social media or something.
Oh damn,
just sign on Twitter.
Then but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, this is what he said as regards to his situation. He said, the respect I want to get I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earned it. I'm not bigger than anyone, but I earned my position. It's football. It is what it is. And I was like, yeah, like I don't know if you meant it like that, but how obviously a lot of people took it was like when you were saying that because of what you've done, like you don't have to fight. And and you've like, and it's like, I think you've earned grace. That's what you've done. Like because of what you've earned credit. But every day, regardless, like you've still got to prove that you are like the right person to be playing in that position. Like, do you get me? And Slot's got to assess that as the manager. Like, yeah, like that's got to happen. So yeah, I think it was just one of them ones where he was frustrated. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna," because apparently as well, this was he went over there looking for them. He said, like, you know, the media's on.
He wants to talk to me.
He wants to talk.
He wants to talk to me. He wants to talk to me. I'm ready to talk. Hey, man, put the mic in front of me. Put the mic in front of me. Watch me go. Yeah,
I've got something to say. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was mad. Yeah, you know that wasn't even the agent. That wasn't even the agent prep. He just said, "Nah." Yeah. I'm gonna speak to them right now. That no one told him to do that. That was ill-advised. Ill-advised. So nah, man. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, he said also. He said, with respect, I love everyone. I love Haaland. I will talk about him. I am the current top goal scorer in the Premier League. He is not. I think he means like I'm the golden boot holder. Like,
okay.
He is not yet. He's going to win it, hopefully, and that is fine for him. I love him, and
why did he even just start speaking about Ireland?
Well, I think he's basically
the same quote.
No, yeah, I think basically what he's saying is that he's saying that like shout out Haaland, because I think like obviously if he said, oh, like I'm currently the golden boot, like I'm the top scorer, I think people might get confused. So he's saying, yeah, Haaland's gonna probably win it this season, but remember who's currently holding the golden boot. So basically he's saying, remember what I've done. Like, so he said, that's I am crazy. Top scorer, best player, winning the league in such a style, but I am the one who has to defend himself in front of the media and fans. But he was fuming, bro.
Yeah, he was. His head was gone.
They said threw him under the bus, etc. Like he said,
So we used to have a relationship. Now we don't.
Now we don't. Like it's just he was fuming. I remember when Ronaldo with the Ten Hag thing, even before the interview. I remember when it was like I think Ten Hag tried and call Ronaldo off the bench for like some, the last few minutes of the Ronaldo said impossible. Ronaldo said impossible. I remember I said, "Oh yeah, this is long."
Yeah, Ronaldo said, "You know what?
But you know what it is. But you know what it is. It's one of them. It's actually one of those ones where it's like with that, like you're actually better off not because even with this Salah situation, I think if like it was like the 93rd minute and he brought Salah on, I think it might have made it worse, You gotta give man a clean 20 minutes. Yeah, a clean 20 minutes. Yeah, you gotta give man a clean 20.
Even that you're taking the piss a little bit.
You gotta give man a clean. I remember Ronaldo said impossible. But me. And you know what it is? I think even in that situation as well, like I think Ten Hag, again, that's why I said when you're talking about when someone is of a certain stature, I think you do, again, like it or not, there's like preferential treatment. Like, do you get me? Like, bro, this is Ronaldo. Forget there's Ronaldo as regards to just Ronaldo who he is, but even Ronaldo as regards to Manchester United, what he means to Manchester United, bro. And then that's Ronaldo with the ego that he has, bro. You can't give this guy
man.
Garbage minutes.
Nah, man. I'm sure the heat would have been radiated after for the whole game. Would have felt the heat coming from behind you. Then turn around and say, "God, bro, go give me those 4 minutes."
I know Ten Hag. He never thought it through, bro. He never because he thought Ronaldo won't like this, but this is this. He never clocked that Ronaldo would just say, "I'm not." What?
Yeah.
Bro, so what?
He forgot about that. Yeah, he was stressed as well. He was stressed. He was affected.
I'm coming on.
What game was it? That wasn't the City game, was it? Was it the City game? It was after that. I think it was around that period.
It was what game was it? It was Spurs.
Spurs.
It was Spurs.
Okay.
Yeah. It was Spurs. Like, yeah. He said, nah.
Nah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we won. And that's the thing as well, because it's like, I think we're 2-0 up at the time as well. So it's like, it's not even a thing, because I think it's even a little bit, they still won't like it. But you know, if it's 1-1, and it's like,
there's still a chance to be a hero.
Yeah. I get the winner.
Yo, bro, man, they have to just get with the right position for them.
The game's done. Comfy.
Yeah, man, you're taking the piss, man. You're taking it. You don't respect me you don't respect me. It's clear you don't respect me. So I don't respect you. Yeah,
so it's long, but yeah, man. Hey, yeah, that's all of that stuff going on with Liverpool. So we'll see how that plays out. And like you mentioned, AFCON soon. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, man, moving quickly on to Manchester United. Obviously we had 2 games during this period. So we had West Ham at home, and then we had Wolves away. Yeah, let me give my overview first and foremost. So West Ham, oh my days. What a shocking game. What a shocking game again, man. Like we're looking at it, we're seeing how everything's happening in the table. We're like, United, you've got opportunity now. And again, man, just so lackluster. Like, nah, man. Like, and again, you get the goal. So Dalot, and credit to Dalot, because Dalot, like, I get onto him a lot. Because but he's done well the last few weeks, or better rather. But yeah, he gets the goal, like a good finish actually. And from there we're like, right, cool. Let's take the initiative. Let's get things finished. Nope.
Bro.
Nope. I see Ugarte come on to partner Casemiro in a pivot. Do you get me? Like, again, this centre back obsession. Do you get me? That Amorim has as well, with the substitutions, all of that. So then, yeah, man, see what happened to the boy Cobbs. We'll talk about him a little bit as well. Cobby,
even Euro a little bit as well, man. But continue.
Yeah. So then, yeah, and then obviously, inevitably, West Ham get the equalizer, and then it finishes 1-1. And we're like, gosh, man, like, oh, what is this? This is like,
I've never seen a team so like incapable of just like taking the game to like just one more gear to just get that second goal. Like, you guys just got that one, like you scored the goal, and then you just kind of just drifted into, okay, let's show everyone that we can control the game rather than actually just going and winning the game. Like, the West Ham were there to be taken,
and you still couldn't control it. And I think that's the thing as well, because when this is my problem, this is my problem, and I'll speak about, like, obviously fan bases. I know you would have it in your Arsenal fan base, Chelsea fan base, Liverpool fan base, United fan base. You have differing opinions, but my problem is sometimes is that you see in the Palace game, if you bring up anything negative as regards to play style, as regards to control, as regards to like wider tactics, people are gonna be like, see, we've won and you lot are still complaining. This, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know, that's why last time when we were speaking about Palace, I say, cool. Positives. We won the match. 2 good goals. We were better, not great, but better in the second half. Now, let's talk about the problems. Like, do you get me? Because with me, it's that, like, you don't just talk about the problems when you lose or when you draw. You speak about them when you win as well, because I think a lot of the time winning can put you in like this false sense of security as regards to, you look at the table, you look at we got the 3 points, we're able to, but it's like you've got to look at like the wider things and analyze. And if you do look at the wider things, again, in those moments where you are 1-0 up against West Ham and Amorim hasn't established or created a situation or a football team or a way of playing where we are able to control matches and dominate matches, and we are able to sustain continuous attacks, like, and we don't profit from other teams having more possession than us, Like when this is the case, and like we're in situations like that, then when we now should be like really taking it to teams like West Ham, like we don't have firstly the patterns to do so, and we also don't have the courage to do so. And that's something from Amorim as well, because you're bringing on Ugarte when we are 1-0 up. We're 1-0 up at home to West Ham, and you're bringing on Ugarte to even partner Casemiro. To partner Casemiro. And then, and then again, man, loads of people have been, I know even United legend Scholes was furious. Like Amorim came out and was talking about how like, you know, I consider like, I think everyone, like, he was talking about multiple players. I don't want to mess up the quote, but I think he was saying he considers Kobe a starter, and Scholes was like basically rubbish. Like, do you get me? What do you mean? This is this. And then he was now, Scholes and Nicky Butt, they were talking again, 2 academy players for Manchester United who have seen it all, under Fergie, trebles, all of that stuff. Like, and they've come out and they've witnessed. And I remember Scholes saying that Kobe was better than he was, or more talented than he was at the same age. And now Scholes is coming out and saying, yeah, man, if he came to me asking what I should do, I would tell him, should leave, man. You know, like, even if it's Chelsea, like, who came and said, even if it was Chelsea, because they're talking about like abroad and that, and they're like, even if it was like Chelsea and that, it's like for the betterment of your career, because there was talk of Chelsea being interested, and we're like, for the betterment of your career and your thingy, go. Like, do you get me? And I think that's even where like a lot of United fans are at, where it's like we want to see Kobe play, but then just the truth of the matter is, it's like, I think the bar for Amorim to go is just so like he's gonna have to like I think it won't be to the end of it. Like, do you get me? Like, I think even if he finished like, if he finished Conference League, he's safe. Like, do you get me? Like, 100. I think even if he finished like 8th, he still may be safe, you know? Like, 100. Do you get me? Like, so I think,
feel like it have to be like form of last season where you're like 15, 14, hovering there for like a while, and I think that's when there's any little chance. But I think Ineos, they're just on this. We're not even trying to look at this decision unless we have to look at this decision. Type energy, which again I think is not the right messaging that they should be putting out, but. I agree with you, bro. And also too, sorry to add on to because I think the bit that even though annoyed me, I don't really care, but it's annoying from like a, I guess, young player development perspective as well. It's like I haven't seen. I think I know you think highly of Heaven whenever he's played and stuff. Like, I think he has. And I think he has some talent. But one thing I've seen from him is I know he's not a central centre back. He's definitely more of a kind of wide channel centre back. Is what I see anyway when I watch him play. I look at that game now where I know Euro goes off the game after, I think against Palace, where he's not happy with his performance, and you see the whole media stuff. The next game, I'm like, bro, like, so are you gonna drop? Like, let Euro start the match in Central Centre. Why is Heaven playing ahead of him? It's like, what's the logic here? Is Heaven actually going to be good? Like, is that genuinely what you think is gonna carry you through the next 3 months, or is it like maybe Euro right now who you kind of develop him in that role? So I feel like that one was a bit strange. Heaven plays the game against West Ham, and again he gets taken off at halftime. Like, he gets taken off at halftime in that game against West Ham. Then I think the game after he starts him again. Just like, what's the logic here? Like, is this who you're putting your stocks in? I don't know, man. So I just feel like when I look at like the bigger point I'm trying to make is that whether Heaven, you want to give Heaven a chance, I think Heaven's probably going to play better where Luke Shaw plays. I think this Euro, if you're trying to develop Euro, yes, you think he's good enough. You play him in this position over these last 2 games. Just the logic just doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of like my overall point with Amorim, with how he decides, how he uses his youngsters. It doesn't seem like it follows like a consistent logic. But yeah, that was just kind of what I wanted to add to it. So I don't know whether you agree or if you had any thoughts on the whole Euro, I guess, the last couple of games. But I think the decision to drop him was strange to me.
I think again, obviously there might be certain things going on behind the scenes, etc., whatever the case may be, but man, like, I think Euro, he was disappointed in his mistake, etc. I think Euro again, a lot of talent there. Play him, like, do you get me? Let him get back his feel for things. Like, Heaven, Aiden Heaven, yeah, he's not actually had loads of chances this season. And yeah, I like Aiden Heaven. I think against West Ham, he wasn't great. To be fair, like I think he was better against Wolves. I think he's got a lot of talent there. I think, yeah, like as regards to like some of these like assets, I think those like wider channels, like playing in like not the centre back, but playing on the right or left. Yeah, like you can see the advantages there. I'm not angry at him playing in the centre back role as well. He's young, developing, etc. But I just think in general, this like consistent, like always like chopping and changing, bringing on subbing centre backs on, off, etc. Like I don't like it. And then yeah, like as regards to like just our youth development in general, I don't like it. Again, we'll let's quickly move on to the Wolves game because obviously that game 4-1, it should have been about 8 to be honest.
That game too, man. The quality was just
you know what it is? I think it's just one of them ones. Yeah, like first half, like we had chances upon chance. It's just the whole match. There's not much we could take from it. And again, it's not me trying to be negative, etc. But they're just so bad. Like, do you get me? They're just so bad. Like Arsenal, if they really wanted to turn up against them on the weekend, again, like I think Arteta, he might rotate, etc. Like just comfortable win. But if they really just wanted to turn up against them, bro, then it could be nasty. Like, do you get me? They're horrible.
You don't
and
look
even
like
against us as well.
Like,
man. Like straight to the championship they're going.
Man.
And even like the high line they were defending with as well. It was just it was nasty.
I was like, bro, let make United work for this. I think that's what I named me as what's it called? As someone who was hoping for upset. I was like, bro, you're just playing into their hands. You're not just coming for you. Like, but this, it's never entertaining because it's just bad.
Could have been like 8.
It
could have been like 8.
Bad.
Like,
it was
bad. So like there's just not much we can take from it in that regard. Problems again, like that I had. Actually, firstly, let me give some credit to some people. Mount's been good. Mount had a very good game. Like he's been thankfully he's been able to be more fit this season. And like he's been doing his thing. So hopefully that's able to continue. So I want to give him credit. I already gave Dalot credit as well as regards to him being better. Again, like overall, I'm not gonna lie, still don't think he's good enough. So just being honest. Just being honest. Do you get me? But he's been better. Like, do you get me? So it's like I don't want to just ignore the fact that he's been better. Now let me talk about like some players that I'm having not like any sort of deep concerns with, but like there's certain things that are kind of annoying me a little bit.
Cunha, I know he's gonna be number 1. Okay, yeah.
Cunha he's starting to annoy me a little bit with certain things. I think Cunha baller, like because when you look at Cunha and Mbeumo is like he is just, and this is why the G&A is just inevitable for him, because it's like when it comes to like final actions, like just finisher, like just he's just gonna do what needs to be done. Like, do you get me? Like that's Mbeumo. Like people have made comparisons with regards to like he's the type of he's that kind of like the Salah mode where it's just like, bro, just he's going to get what needs to be got. Like, do you get me? Cunha's more your baller, your maverick. Like, do you get me? The player that's gonna like take players on and kind of turn nothing into something. I think where I've had a couple of problems with Cunha is, one, he's a brilliant ball carrier. Obviously, he can dribble. Sometimes he takes too long when it comes to releasing the ball. Secondly, his conviction, like with his actions, sometimes too many things are being lackadaisical. Like, do you get me? Like, it's just way too lax. Like, even the goal we scored against Wolves, the pass for Bruno, what on earth was that? Like, do you get me? Like, thankfully Bruno was able to score, but what on earth was that? Like, this is basic. Like, do you get me? I was just like, what on earth is that? Do you get me? And that's why sometimes like G&A don't tell the whole story, because that's a Cunha assist. But I was like, bruv, you almost messed that up, Cunha. Like,
I even forgot that's how he assisted. That was horrible,
man. Like, do you get it? So I was like, like I think obviously the talent is there. I think sometimes as well, Bruno will still get forward and do his stuff. And I think Bruno is a ball dominant creator. And I think Cunha is a ball dominant creator, even though they create in like different ways. And I think sometimes as well is like we already don't want to see Bruno deep. He's better further up. But also I think him and Cunha, like it's like sometimes there's a clash there. Like, do you get me? So I think we've got that problem as well. So yeah, I think just general, I'm not overly worried because I think the guy's super talented and he has put in some good performances this season. But yeah, like I think some of his actions, like some of his like decisiveness, like he's just even just decision making, it just needs to be better. Like, because there's certain things where I'm just like, Cunha, come on, man. So yeah, like needs to fix that up. And then man, Kobe is just every single time I see what's going on, I just get upset. Like, man, like this is my baller, man. Like,
you know what's funny? This is the one thing I've seen all United fans like unite on, even the super positive ones that when you win.
Oh yeah, man. Because bro,
like, and I think the other funny, the other side to it, everyone's also like, you have to also let him go in January. If you guys end of January he's still there, it's your awful institution work. If you guys actually keep him with the way he's being used right now, man, you actually have to let the guy go.
He has to, because he's not playing him. We never let him go in the summer, and he's still not playing him. And the thing is about us as well, like, because with United fans, bro, we don't play about the youth, man. Like, we don't play about the youth. Like, do you get me? Like, that's, I know it's like, it might sound a bit cliche, but yeah, for us, like, we don't play. Like, there's certain things that, again, even post Ferguson, like, do you get me? The youth has always been a thing. Like, I was looking at again, I think I've said it before, the trophies that we've won post Ferguson. We won the FA Cup in 2016 under Van Gaal. Lingard scored the winner, academy prospect. 16-17, we won the League Cup. Lingard scored in the final. Then we won the Europa League. Pogba, obviously, where like, he wasn't initially in our academy, but then came through our academy, scored. Then 22-23 against Newcastle, Rashford scored. And then 23-24 against City, FA Cup final, obviously Garnacho, and then Kobe got the winner. So it's like, even throughout, and then even like you're seeing like a McTominay doing what he's doing at Napoli, like, do you get me? And this isn't about revisionism regarding McTominay, but it's just nice that, it's nice seeing one of the Carrington boys doing his thing, like, do you get me? So it's like, like, I think it's just one of them ones where for us, like, even that season under Ten Hag when we finished 8th, Kobe was one of the shining lights. Like, it was one of the things.
I remember
that
you guys were so excited.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I remember.
It was just like, you know what? We're bad, but look who we've got. Like, do you get me? And then just to top it off, FA Cup final, and he goes and scores the winner against City, and we're like, man, this is brilliant. Do you get me? Scores that goal against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Like, so to see what we saw and his rise to start in the Euros finals for England, his performance during the Euros performances, like, to see all of that, and then just to see what's happening now. And this is the thing as well. It'll be one thing if we're playing great and it's like, you know what, Kobe just can't come on, or he just can't.
I think we have that. We have that on. We have that with like Nwaneri, where like I want to see Nwaneri play so much more. Or again, but it's never like we're playing great, because again, like you said, we're winning, and it's you kind of say, you know what, title contending season is what it is. Unfortunate. I want to see him play more though. So I think it's similar from that perspective, where like a young player that you want to see get minutes because you know they're good enough. But you guys are also not that, like,
and we're looking at our midfield, one of our weaker positions, and we're looking at Kobe, and it's like, oh my days, bro, you're telling me Kobe can't get minutes in this team? Crazy. And then again, Wolves, it's not just about Kobe. That's what I'm saying. It's about what Kobe represents. Like, he represents the academy, the youth, like our ethos. Like, do you get me? Youth, courage, success. We've got a baller. You know me, bro. The academy. Anyone wants the know-how on Academy United players, just come to me. I'll give you the know-how. Got Shea Lacey there. He's been in the squad the last few on the bench and he's been in the last few squads. He didn't come on against Everton. You're like, all right, cool. West Ham,
tight game, 1-1,
4-1. against Wolves, they even like, bro, we saw how bad Wolves are. Like, we saw it's comfy. Like, do you get me? Like, they even ended up adding 9 minutes, added 9 minutes added time, which the Wolves fans were sad, bro. They were like, what is this? Like, do you get me? Just let it end. Like, so yeah. Like, and we're looking at a game like that where it's just like things are comfy, and you're telling me we can't see Shea Lacey minutes. It's just like, bro, you don't get it.
Amram said there's other professionals that are on the bench that haven't been getting minutes. So I have to give those minutes
I've got
those
to
guys.
this
Like,
whatever. And even that press conference when they said, oh well, like he was like, who could I have brought on? Like, what attacking guys? Like, well, Kobe. He's like,
bro, that was so, I can't let, that was so disrespectful.
Bro.
That was so disrespectful, bro. The laugh I said, wait, so what is Kobe then? I'm confused. What is he? I thought he was attending Ambrose eyes.
And even with it, it's like, even when he's talking about like, he's like, I get it. You guys, you love Kobe. You play for England. This is. I was like, bro, you're supposed to love Kobe too. It's like, bro. He said, I don't have to put him in. Yeah.
because
like, if I don't,
because he's playing for England.
Yeah, if
I don't feel,
I said, this guy's taking.
I just want to win,
bro. I said, I just want to win. He said, I don't care.
care.
Like, do you get me? Yeah. And this is the thing, he always does that because he was saying a similar thing regarding, the formation is not important, guy. I just want to win. Then he won't ever change the formation. He will say, this player it's not about favorites. I just want to win. Then he don't ever play the players. Like, do you get me? So it's just jarring, man. And even for Ten Hag, for everything that he did, bro. Like, do you get me? I said it as well because even sometimes Amram, the thing that's jarring as well, he's just not giving us anything. Like, do you get me? And it's like Ten Hag for all the jarringness, bro. He gave us 2 trophies and he brought through Kobe and Garnacho. Like, do you get me? Like, for all of the annoyingness and
what I think has kind of everything.
And it's like Amram, it's just what's. And the thing is, sorry, very quickly, bro, and then I'll let you go. Because of like the table as well, because it's just like no one's consistent. Like, do you get me? Like, everyone's kind of bad, and I think it's one of these things as well because people will say, but look at the table, look at where we're at, etc., whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, bro,
I know you're gonna
say. because Amram put the bar so low last season. Now it doesn't mean that because he does things that he should be doing, that all of a sudden, like, he's doing, even when people say, many people would say post Ferguson, United fallen off, we've been bad, etc., whatever the case may be. Like, and they're like, this is this, and I'm just like, yeah, we have been, because obviously we've got standards, but it's like, we've never been 15th bad.
Major,
like, the worst we ever finished was 8th. With Ten Hag, like, do you get me? We've never been 15th bad. Van Gaal got top 4. He got 4th in his first season, then he got 5th and won the FA Cup. Mourinho finished 6th and won the Europa League and League Cup, and then he finished 2nd. Oli got 2nd and 3rd. Ten Hag got 3rd and won 2 trophies. So, like, the whole, like, finishing in the top 4 and whatever the case may be. And this is the point where I'm making when we're talking about play style and the longer plan and stuff like that. Because this is how bad it is. Even if we are able to finish in the top 4 or top 5 this season, I'm still like, there's still problem. And this is the thing. If I now say there's problems, everyone will be like, we went from 15th to 5th.
Major,
don't
worry, man.
To 4th. This is this.
Major. Over here, we tell each other the truth. So that's why whatever our respective fan bases do and say, that's our fan bases. We have to be honest with each other. And I feel like you put it so perfectly. What I was gonna say, like, before you actually went on that, I think it kind of says the same thing, is that before Amram, even Ten Hag, who like hasn't gone to work out well for him, even at Leverkusen, I think the difference is that every single of those managers came in and there was still the kind of mentality that, like, I'm trying to do that, like, I'm trying to get us back as soon as possible with like everything that he can do. I feel like Amarin is the first guy that's come in, and his whole thing has like been like, guys, man, like this team is just bad. I was like, he's like brought it down. He's like, you guys don't even see how bad this is over here. Like, so he's kind of brought the level, whereas everyone else was still kind of held to like, you should still be competing for top 4. Whereas Amarin's like, bro, if I finish top 10, then you have to say that I've done the job here. Like, that's like his energy. Like, his energy is like, cool, Mainu's a baller, but man, like, there's no space for him. Like, it's like his whole energy is just like, it doesn't look like he's like aspiring for like greatness. It looks like he's like trying to save himself from dying.
Bro,
Does that make sense? Like,
and also, bro, you've got to coach. Like, you've got to, because even when we're looking at it now, and it's like, oh, well, we're better, and it's like, well, we signed Mbumo and Cunha, and we got a keeper who doesn't just let every shot go in. Like, and then you signed the striker as well. So it's like, well, I would hope so. Like, do you get me? I would hope so. And then next season, if you go and sign, I don't know who it is, like, do you get me? But obviously we're linked with midfielders, you know the names we've been linked with, and you go sign a couple of them, then yeah, it probably will help. No one's saying that it won't help. But bro, at what point is there gonna be coaching? Like, do you get me? Like, because it's like, bro, the solution to things can't just be like, anytime things aren't going well, because you don't have these players. We don't have these players. You don't have these players. You don't have these players. You don't have these players. So yeah, man, at United, things are just like, especially the youth thing, man. The youth thing hurts me because even I'm seeing, obviously, there's reports regarding JJ Gabriel. Like, I've spoken about him quite a few times, like in our academy, and Barca. Like, they're circling. Like, do you get me? And I'm just looking at talents like this, and I'm just like, bro. Man, like, I hope we can convince them to stay, but it's just things look so bleak, man. Like, do you get me? It's like we've got this academy talent, and bro,
you're an academy talent. You're looking at Manu. You're looking at Manu and saying, "Oh, okay." So Manu is someone who was even good enough to even break into a team that had all that talent that played for England. Oh, he's going out alone because Bruno. You can't get ahead of Bruno, and you got and Casemiro in midfield. Like,
and the thing is as well, it's like it's got to be with Amram as well. It's got to be one of those things where it's like you've got to understand the ethos of this club, and you've actually got to want these things to happen, because it's one of the ones like Amram comes across as a stubborn guy, where it's like, oh, the more people talk about Manu, the more it's like he's just not gonna play him. Like, do you get me? And then the thing that I've not liked, and I think you kind of made reference to this with maybe like some of the other players, where it's like I think there's certain players for Amarim where it's like they can put bad performance after bad performance and it's calm. And then there's some players where it's just like, let them have one performance that isn't great. And then it's like, yep, back on not playing again.
That's why I know.
Like, do you get me? Not playing. Yeah. Do you get me? So it's like if Kobe was even to come and let's say start a game and like he doesn't have a 10 out of 10 performance, then you also be seeing people now saying, you see, I thought, do you get me? I thought this was the guy that was gonna fix everything, and it's just like you guys are being, what is this? Like, this is so silly. So man, that's currently the state of United. But yeah, bro, let's get on to predictions, man. Let's firstly recap where we're at.
Bro, that was so many. This could be anything. Cool. Cool. There was so many games that made us predict.
So
what did we even start on?
I'll do a run through. I'll quickly run through the games. So we had Arsenal versus Brentford. I predicted Arsenal 2-0. You predicted Arsenal 2-1. So I got the correct score. We both got the correct result there. I predicted 1-1 Villa Arsenal. You predicted 1-0 Arsenal over Villa. Ended up 2-1 Villa. I predicted 3-1 West Ham, United against West Ham, sorry. You predicted 2-1 United against West Ham, finished 1-1. I predicted 2-0 against Wolves for United. You predicted 1-1 Wolves United. You put no respect on our name, bro.
But I didn't know Wolves were going to be that bad. I know Wolves are that bad now. Bro. I
respect on us. But yeah, so I got 1 point for that for the result. You got no points on that one. Leeds Chelsea, you predicted 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea. Sorry, I predicted 2-1 Chelsea as well. Obviously, it was 3-1 Leeds against Chelsea. Bournemouth, I predicted 2-1 Chelsea. You predicted 2-2 Chelsea Bournemouth. It finished 0-0. So you got 1 point for that. I got no points. City Fulham, I predicted 2-1 City against Fulham. You predicted 2-1 City against Fulham. It ended up 5-4. Yeah, if any of us got the correct score for that, it would have been mad. City against Sunderland, I predicted 3-1 City. You predicted 3-2 City. It ended up 3-0 City. So 1 point each for that. Liverpool against Sunderland, we both predicted Liverpool 2-1. Nope, 1-1. So no points for either of us. Newcastle versus Spurs, I predicted 2-0 Newcastle against Spurs. You predicted 3-1, finished 2-2, which was a good point for Spurs.
Surprisingly,
yeah. Spurs Brentford, we both predicted 1-1. Spurs won that game 2-0. Then Brighton Villa, I predicted 1-1. You predicted 2-1. That was a great game.
Crazy
it was
game.
4-3 Villa.
Yeah.
Everton Forest, I predicted 2-1. You predicted 1-1. Finished 2-0. And then Leeds Liverpool, you went for 2-2. I went for 2-1 Liverpool. You got a point for predicting 2-2. So yeah, it ended up 3-3, but it was 2-2. So yeah, man. After all of that, this is currently where we're at. 1 point in it. So yeah, man.
Cool.
No, there's a lot of what do you call it? Jeopardy, like on these fixtures now. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, bro, we are gonna start off the predictions for this week. Sorry, I said 2-0 Everton Forest. It was 3-0. But yeah.
Oh man.
Cool. So the first prediction of the weekend. Let's Chelsea Everton.
I was thinking of it. I was typing it as you speak. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
I am gonna match you on that.
Cool.
Chelsea 2-1 Everton. Yeah, they've got to.
Yeah, they have
to get a win. Yeah, because they're starting to fall away a little bit. They lost to Atlanta as well.
Yeah, they did. I watched it. It was
good. Then Arsenal Wolves.
Arsenal Wolves.
I'll go 4-0.
Cool. I'm gonna go 3-0. I'm gonna go 3-0.
3-0. Wolves. Liverpool Brighton.
This is me. I'm gonna go Liverpool versus Brighton. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm gonna go the same. I'm gonna say 2-1 Liverpool. United Bournemouth. This is me. We got the Monday night fixture. United. Bournemouth haven't been in great form as well. They've fallen away a bit. But we've put up back-to-back stinkers at home.
Are you at home again?
Yeah, we're at home.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 2-1 United.
I'm gonna go 2-1 United. Cool. I'm gonna go 1-1.
Palace City.
Palace versus City. I'm gonna go. It's risky. I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. I'm gonna go 2-1 City.
Cool.
Forest v Spurs. I'll go 1-1 here.
1-1. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna match you on that. I'm gonna go 1-1 as well. Yeah, I'm gonna match you on that. Yeah. Oof, Sunderland versus Newcastle.
Yep,
I
Sunderland
didn't even
versus
know that was
Newcastle.
happening this
I think
weekend.
you're first on that one.
Yup. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
I am gonna go the opposite.
Mm.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Sunderland. Should be a good game.
Actually, you know what? Let me change that. Actually, can I go 2-2?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-2. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2.
Cool. 2-2.
Cool. Then you're on this one.
West Ham Villa. I am gonna go 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go 2-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa. I hear it. West Ham. Villa. Cool. So those are all of the predictions locked in, man. So
Lovely.
yeah, we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, what are you saying, bro? FPL? I'm trying to speak to the people.
Yeah, man. You know what? Why not? Why not? Why not? I have an announcement to make. I'll put my hands up. I got some confessions. Let me just get it open. Bear with me. Oh no, it's not loaded. All right, one sec. Damn.
I said I got an announcement to make. I'm curious to hear this. I'm not privy to this, guys. So
yeah,
I'm hearing it the same time
with,
as you.
Yup, you're gonna be finding out with the people. Just give me 1 second. I'm going open now. Trying to find. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. And I'll talk to you and talk to the people. Okay. Let me know if you can see that. 1 second. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see that, bro.
Okay, so it's time for me to announce, and my announcement is I am officially checking out of FPL for this season. Why you laughing? Bro? It's a serious message. Wait, come on, man. Can you stay professional? I would like to announce my retirement. Bro, come on, man. Hey, come on, man. I'm gonna have to hold it together. If I click into my 1 second. Oh damn, 1 sec. Okay. And I'll tell you why. So if I click into my FPL, I'll be honest to say that my retirement actually came last week. So it's a week delayed, this announcement. But what happened was I was really not doing the greatest. And Man City had a game. Who did Man City have? I believe Man City were playing. Who were they playing? I'm trying to remember the fixture now. I can't remember the fixture off the top of my head. A couple of games ago. It wasn't Sunderland. Man City were playing the game, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna use my triple captain on the Haaland.
I think it was Leeds.
Oh, it was Leeds. Yes.
It's when Foden got the last minute winner.
Yeah. So it was a very silly mistake. I said triple captain, let me go in. It didn't work out. Haaland again, you returning that game. And I sat there thinking, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this. I've been stubborn. Major decided early in the season. At the start of the year, he said, I'm not playing for this.
Bro,
I said,
I
no,
knew.
I'm gonna play. And bro, after that happened, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna have to come on stream. That's I'm like, come speak to people, let them know that this is what happened. This is what's happened. And obviously, I have to also go to my rival, you know. Unorthodox change. He's lasted the battle, the war. You know, we started off this year competitors. I now have to also put my hands up and say that he's just much better than me at FPL because every year this guy does very well. So he's second right now. I've just put my hands up. You know, the personal victory team. I hope he never watches this. But I just wanted to say that. Just look at his team. But what we might do is I might still look at what's happening at the top of the table. But me personally, I'm checked out for the year,
commentary.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm checked out. I look at what the serious players are doing. They say, "Oh, okay, would I have done that?" That's what I'm gonna do. For the rest of the season. So yeah, it looks like it's unorthodox change competing very strongly with, let me see, Feed the Drug, who to be fair has actually been leading for the whole season. Brian Cox, he's actually smashing it 93. So he's having a great year. I'm pretty sure from like the second game week that we've been showing this, he's literally been top of the league. So he's clearly making the right moves. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Thiago, Welbeck, Haaland, okay. Yeah, Foden is starting to get some returns for him. People now. Anderson's been a good pick. So yeah, no, this looks like Gay's another very interesting one. Like it looks like what's gonna happen with him? I guess going into the summer. So we're definitely gonna be keeping an eye out on who's actually able to bag him now because he's gonna be hot property this year, man. But yeah, no, man. So you know, like I said, still need to decide what's gonna happen going forward, whether I do commentary. But yeah, unfortunately, I have had to bow out for the year. I'd say to all my fellow FPL players that are still in the race, I wish you guys the best for the rest of the year. Stay safe. And yeah, we'll be back when it's time. I have some things to work out. Well, yeah, bro. That's the FPL.
I hear you, bro. Everyone, I respect you for telling the people, you know, the transparency, letting them know what's been going on. But yeah, man. Hey, obviously, everyone's got to make the right decision for them. And just clear that, you know, in this moment of time, you've concluded that, you know what, you need to just take a step away from the game, focus on yourself. Like, do you get me? And just, you know,
family,
you know, career. So yeah, man, it's understandable.
Exactly, man. Exactly,
but
man.
Yeah, man.
Just not your year. Yeah, not my year.
I hear it, man. Hey, man. But yeah, hey, people, the code is still running across the screen. So yeah, man. If you want to get involved, hey, man, like, please feel free to do so. Join the league, and yeah, like, it's still happening. But yeah, man, H just had to let you know what was going on.
Hey, so, man, have to be transparent.
But yeah, hey man, as always, thanks to everyone who's watched the stream, whether it's been 30 seconds, a minute, half an hour, the whole stream. Obviously, we had a lot of things to talk about, a lot of like different matches to cover, especially considering that there was European football as well, and then obviously the Mo Salah comments. So yeah, a lot of things to talk about. But yeah, thank you to everyone who will watch this later as well. And yeah, please make sure that you continue to press like and yeah, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. But yeah, Ace, any final words?
Nah, man, it was definitely a fun episode. So definitely can't wait for the next one. And yeah, no, thank you for everyone who's tuned in and everyone who makes it to the end of these long streams, man. So hopefully, yeah, we're still entertaining the people. But yeah, appreciate you guys.
Stay blessed, people.